Yes, today we discussed sp and sp2. Now come to sp3 hybridization. As usual, the intermixing of one sp3 means 1 2s and 3 means 2px 2py 2pz orbitals intermix to form 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals is known as sp3 hybridization. The resultant hybrid sp3 orbitals exhibit 3/4 of p character. Orally sp3, that means four parts. Among 4 parts, p 3 parts. That's why 3/4 of p character and 1/4 of s character formed. This hybridization process according to VSEPR theory, 4 bonds occupy tetrahedral positions in space with bond angle 109 degrees 5 minutes. Clear? Take example, methane molecule. As usual, central atom only involved in hybridization. Here the central atom is carbon. Its atomic number 6. That's why 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. It means 1s2 is not comes under valence. It's like this. When you come to in excited state, the electron excites from 2s to 2pz. That means 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1, simply 2p3. Now carbon has 4 unpaired electrons where they are 2s1, 2p3. These 4 unpaired electrons in its excited state, it can form 4 covalent bonds with hydrogen atoms to give CH4 molecule. Enough. Then no need to, that means undergo sp3 hybridization. This one important. And bond angle is, these 4 equivalent sp3 hybrid orbitals directed in 4 corners of regular tetrahedral, and bond angle is 109 degrees 5 minutes. Important. The structure is like this. If it get difficult, simply you write this structure: carbon, hydrogen, simply hydrogen. This is tetrahedral structure. Enough. Now come to sp3d hybridization. Simply as usual, the intermixing of 1s, that means 3s, 3p, that is 3px, 3py, 3pz, and 1d. Here 1s, 3p and 1d. Orally 1 plus 3 plus 1. Total how many? 5. To form 5 sp3d hybrid orbitals. The 5 sp3d here printing mistake is there. 5 sp3d. The 5 sp3d hybrid orbitals are not equivalent. Out of 5 orbitals, the 3 orbitals are oriented towards 3 corners of equilateral triangle, like this. Equilateral triangle. 3 are equilateral triangle and 2 are above the equilateral triangle and below the equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle with bond angle 120 degrees between them. Here the bond angle is 120 degrees. Clear? And the remaining 2 orbitals are oriented perpendicular to the plane of 3 orbitals. One is above the plane and one is below the plane. Below the plane means we can't see in our 2D paper. It is in 3-dimensional paper. This is towards you and this is away from you. Clear? The bond angle between them is 90 degrees. As usual, take one example: phosphorus pentachloride, PCl5 molecule. Here the central atom is phosphorus. Clear? The configuration is 3s2, 3p3 and 3d0. Yes, 3, 3, 3. So these are all outermost electrons. Third main shell contains these electrons. Yes, there is a possibility say excitation takes place from 3s to 3d. That means 3s1, 3p3, 3d1. Totally how many? 1 plus 3 plus 1. Totally we got 5 unpaired electrons. And these can form 5 covalent bonds with chlorine molecule to give PCl5 molecule. The 5 orbitals undergo sp3d. Simply you mention hybridization, and the shape of this molecule is directly, no need to write remaining matter. Simply the shape of the molecule is, according to ESC theory, the shape of the molecule is trigonal bipyramidal, and the bond angles are 120 and 90. Here in between Cl, Cl, Cl equilateral bonds, these three are, so the bond angle is 120, and in between axial and equilateral the bond angle is 90 here. So this is 120 and this is 90. Clear? Yes, simply you write that structure. Phosphorus, Cl, 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 equilateral triangle, one is above the plane and one is below the plane. Trigonal bipyramidal. Now come to sp3d2 hybridization, which is very important. Here simply 1s, no anything is not there, means simply you take 1. 1s 3p2d, that means the intermixing of 1 3s 3 px py pz and 1d 2d 3d z square and 3d x square to y square. No need to mention this, simply 3d2. Clear? Orbitals to form sp3d 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals. This phenomenon is known as sp3d2 hybridization. Take that example SF6. Simply 3s s come to electron configuration of sulfur 16. That means 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 is not comes into valency. Come to the outermost shell, that is 3s2, 3p4, 3d0. Two excitations can possible from 3p to 3d and from 3s to 3d. Yes, directly taken two excited states. One is from 3p to 3d here, and one is from 3s to 3d here. Clear? So we got total how many unpaired electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 electrons are unpaired. They are ready to pair with adjacent atoms or surrounding atoms. Yes, sulfur has 6 unpaired electrons in excited state. Therefore, it can form 6 covalent bonds with fluorine atoms to give SF6 molecule. Clear? Yes, simply we mention the hybridization. The shape of the molecule is octahedron, and the bond angles are all 90. I think so. All are the bond angles 90. Simply 90. Here, this is the structure. No need to take this structure. Simply you draw the structure. Sulfur 1, fluorine 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, this is the. Now come to sp3d3 hybridization. This is last one in our hybridization concept. Yes, here sp3d3 totally 3 plus 3 plus 1 means 1 plus 3 plus 3 totally 7. Yes, the intermixing of 1s 3p and 3d. No need to mention dxy dy, simply d3, simply p3, simply s1 to form 7 sp3d3 hybridization, hybrid orbitals. This is known as sp3d3 hybridization. Come to the example iodine heptafluoride, that is IF7 molecule. As usual, come to iodine. Yes, this is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10. These are all inner valence shells. You neglect those one. Simply you take outermost valence shell, that is 5s2, 5p5. Keep in mind. Yes, 5d also available. You write at right side, that is 5s2, 5p5 and 5d0. Yes, there is 3 excitations possible from 3p5 to 3d1, from 3p to 3d, from 5p to 5d, from 5s to 5d. Totally how many excitations possible? 3 excitations from 5p, y means from 5p to 5d1 and 5p to 5d2 and 5p to 5d3. Simply we got how many unpaired electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unpaired electrons. Yes, iodine has 7 unpaired electrons in its excited state. It can form 7 covalent bonds with fluorine atoms to give IF7 molecule. Yes, simply you mention this hybridization finally. Yes, that is sp3d3 hybridization. The shape of the molecule is pentagonal bipyramidal. That means 5 are in one plane. This is iodine, fluorine, 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 fluorine. These five fluorine atoms surrounded by this iodine atom. This is called pentagonal plane. And one is above this pentagonal plane and one is below this pentagonal plane. That's why we can call the shape of this molecule is pentagonal bipyramidal. Pentagonal bipyramidal. And no need to mention the bond angle. Simply bond angle is 90 degrees. And two type of bond angles are there here. Here in between pentagonal bond angle is 72. And axial to equatorial and axial to plane, the bond angle is 90. Clear? The shape of the molecule is pentagonal bipyramidal and hybridization is sp3d3 and the bond angles are 72 in between equatorial positions and axial to equatorial 90. Clear? No need to write remaining matter. Simply you can write, and no need to draw this orbital structure diagram. Simply you can draw this line structure diagram, which is enough. So this is about hybridization concept in your first sem syllabus. Clear? I think you make it understand and practice the diagrams and read it today itself. Clear? If you have any doubt, ask me.